Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest Builders. I am your host, MeleeWizard, and after making some bombs, I went ahead back into that mine to see if I could use these to get those materials, and turns out, yes I can. And turns out it was orichalcum and zenithium. I'm not sure what they'll be used for at the present moment, but at least I have some now. And now to do the thing that I initially made these for, and that is breaking the sage out of here. Ah! I'm free. Ah, that's him. He did this. Oh, hello. Wow, that's a fantastic explosion. But who's that over there? A human? Grr, it's not just any old human. It's that builder everyone's always going on about. Just imagine how much glory we'd get if we squished him. Oh, your wobbliness, I've got some work for you. Defeat his wobbliness? Oh, hello. Turn him into human goo. Nice crit. Nice dodge. And down you go. Oh no, your wobbliness. No, I'll never forget you, your wobbliness. Alright then. Go ahead and collect all of the everything. And hello, Rollo. Thank you, boy. If it weren't for you, I'd be... By my uncomprehending eyes. Melee, it's you. It's really you. Oh, my dear Melee. It's been so long. I'm so very happy to see you again. What? I am one of the 3 holy sages sent to Tantegel by benevolent Rubus herself? Of course I am. Who else but the Grand Mayor of Cantlin could be entrusted with such an important task? It's the role I was born for, my boy. Unfortunately, I very nearly fluffed my lines. You see, I was on my way over to help you prepare to defeat the Dragon Lord, just like the goddess said. But the very moment I set foot on these shores, I was set upon by the monsters, and the divine artifact I was entrusted with was stolen from me. Do you see that sneaky slime over there? He's the culprit. Go on, Melee, give that rotter a good talking to and get the ancient emblem back. Yeah. I'm sorry, please don't squish me. If you squish me, you'll have sticky, smelly, gloopy goo on your hands. Nobody wants that, right? I'll give that man his golden medallion back. Just promise you won't squish me, please. Alright then. Off with you. Well done, my boy. You've got the ancient emblem back. That medallion is the very artifact the goddess entrusted me to deliver to you in Tantegel Castle. It seems you'll need it to build something called a rainbow drop, an item that's vital for securing the Dragon Lord's downfall. And now my mission is complete. The ancient emblem is safely in your hands, and there it shall stay. Well now, what say we repair to the castle of yours? There's something else I must give you, but that can wait until we're back in civilization. I hope you don't mind if I move in for a little while. What are you pulling that face for? You look like you just swallowed an insect. By my tear-stained cheeks, you'd rather I didn't move into your new town? But I thought we were friends. What? You were only joking? Melee, you devil! These japes of yours will be the death of me. Come, my friend, let's continue on to Tantegel Castle. I can't wait to see what you've done with the place. This makes me glad that I've expanded the inn. Alright then. Off we go. By my quivering quiff, so this is the famous Tangential Castle, the place the Cantlin Chronicle describes as the beating heart of all of Alfgard. It may not be as bright and bustling as Cantlin is right now, but I can see that your building work is already well underway. Honestly, Melee, there seems to be no limit to your powers, but will they be enough to topple the mighty Dragon Lord himself? Bah! What a ridiculous question. If you don't have what it takes to defeat the Dragon Lord, nobody does. Which brings me to the other gift I have to give you. I'm going to tell you the secret to rebuilding the legendary armor you'll have to wear when you're fighting old lizard features. Right after I introduced myself to the princess. You can wait until then, can't you? Of course. Oh, and by the way, LaRoche asked me to bring you these. The monsters around here aren't backward about coming forward, right? You'll be needing these to keep them as far from the castle as you can. Ah, yes, the spike traps. And evil idols. Fair enough. Oh. There we go. If that fellow is indeed a holy sage, for a servant chosen of Almighty Rubius, is he not rather a rustic sort? He could at least have combed his beard. But still, the fact that a bumbling bumpkin cinches he did journey here from distant Cantlin proveth one thing beyond doubt. The city must now be flourishing beyond measure, that even its lowliest citizen hath the courage to brave the darkness. Ah, the great city of Cantlin, far-famed resting place of the legendary auroral armor. But of course, the armor. If thou art to achieve thine aims, thou must needs learn more of this suit of sacred mail. No doubt 'tis that the duty of that sage to reveal its secrets to thee. As for mine own duty, Melee, I endeavor night and day to divine the location of the ancient artifact thou wilt need to refashion the Rainbow Drop. 'Twould seem it hath been hidden away in the blackest recesses of this benighted realm. And what is more, the fiend that guardeth the treasure is not like to part with it. Wouldst thou but fell that monster, thy role as builder of Alfgard would be all but fulfilled. All this I have seen in my visions, but they are as yet hazy. When I know more, I will inform thee forthwith. Melee, my boy, thy sacred duty is almost at an end. Thou must endure only a little longer. More Chimera Wings, yeah. Alright. No. This stuff away. Put that away so I don't risk accidentally use it. Alright, now off to get the third sage, who I assume, I forget her name now, but I assume it's gonna be the nurse from Rimmeldar. Of course. Got these stupid guys to worry about. Hello, big and ugly. Ow. Oh. For some reason, I thought you had more health than that. Alright. Works for me. know what? Perfect spot to make it daytime real quick. Go away, ghosts. You're bothering me. In theory, you could pretty much make one of these rooms wherever you want. It's just convenient that some of these spots are just already here and waiting for you to complete them. And I suppose I shouldn't be overly surprised as to the nature of this side of things, given who I'm going to be rescuing. Into tree. Strong stalks. What was that? Okay, I thought I saw some whooshing thing happening, but I guess not. I assumed that... Oh, okay. I didn't see the ground underneath there, so I assumed there wasn't any. Yep. It's exactly who I thought. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, whatever am I going to do? Benevolent Rupert herself appeared to me in a vision and told me to travel to Tantegel to deliver a certain special item to a certain special someone. How could I have been so foolish to allow it to be stolen by the monsters? Oh, if only there was somebody who could put paid to all their secret tunnels and take it back. Ah, you there, Wanderer! Take these! This mountain is covered with beastly burrows and I need you to smash them all up. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay. And I'm poisoned, or whatever. Aha. Thankfully, these enemies are about as strong as their normal version, as they were back in Rimuldar. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of monsters out and about here. Oh dear. Ah! Ow. Right, I have this. Come on. Ah, dang it! Whew, that's a lot of enemies there. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't really have a way of any better equipment. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully with a little bit more success this time. Though I am curious, what happens if I use this stuff here? Okay. It doesn't heal like the poison Mars, it just... Okay. Good to know. There we go. Now just deal with all these things before they become a problem. Holy cow! It's a lot of them just spawning in all at once. They're... Oh, jeez. Alright, just... Thankfully, the crab is just kindly waiting for me to not be confused anymore. Just keep you on lockdown. There we go. Whew. At least now I've learned the hard way that you can't die from fall damage. But if there's anybody else nearby, that could be a problem. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. You destroyed all the beastly burrows for me. I don't know how I can ever repay. Melee! Melee, is that you? Oh, you don't know how happy I am to see you again. I expect you're wondering what I'm doing here. You might not believe this, but the goddess appeared to me in a dream. She told me that I should travel to Tantegel to bring you a special item that you'd need to defeat the Dragon Lord. But on my way over, I got attacked by the monsters and they took it from me. I'm so sorry. What? If it was the Staff of Rain that was stolen, you've already got it back? Oh, Melee, I knew I could count on you. That's exactly the thing I was supposed to give you. Apparently, you'll need it to make something called the Rainbow Drop. Oh, and naturally, now that you've got it, it's yours to keep. Make sure you take good care of it. Well then, Melee, shall we go back to this castle of yours? I'm only a weak and fearful servant of the great goddess above, but if there's anything I can do to help you beat the Dragon Lord, I'll do it. Mostly looking to see if there's anything else kind of nearby-ish. Oh, I don't really see anything. So let's just head out and see what the next phase of things is. See what materials I'm gonna need to craft all the fancy legendary things. Goddess be praised. Unless my eyes deceive me, this is Tandagel Castle. All these rooms are so beautifully decorated. I take it that you've been hard at work again, Melee. Your powers are truly amazing. I just know you've got what it takes to defeat the Dragon Lord. You are going to defeat the Dragon Lord, aren't you? Aren't you? But there's nobody else in the whole of Alfgard who's up to the task. Melee, I know I've asked a lot of you already, but there's one last thing that I'd like you to do. Please, Melee, I beg of you, defeat the Dragon Lord and save our world from the darkness. 20? Wow. Alright. Good goddess, Melee, thou hast returned to us, and with a holy sage in tow. Oh, so this is the famous Sister El, the shining star of Rimmeldar. The lady thou didst work alongside to formulate new cures for the pests and plagues that did afflict the place. Ne'er did I imagine she would be so passing fair. Ah, I'm burning with envy. Why didst thou have the good fortune to spend time in that blighted bog, and not I? What? Thou didst not only cure the sick, but didst also vanquish the Hades Condor, the source of the sickness itself? Melee, thou art more amusing than thy features suggest, and thy features are most amusing indeed. To think that a common carpenter such as thee could topple such a mighty monster. Whatever wilt thou claim next, Melee? That thou wilt defeat the Dragon Lord? Pray hold thy tongue, for I fear my sides would fair split in twain. Leaving such japery aside, 'tis true that the sacred artifact brought by the sage hath brought the Dragon Lord's downfall a step closer. When the legendary sword and armor are forged and the rainbow drop refashioned, thy duty as the builder of Alfgard will be complete. 'Tis a weighty duty to rest on such frail shoulders, but I bid thee abide this burden just a little longer. And even more herbs. Okay. And there we go. Melee, my hero, thou hast rescued the 3 holy sages. All 3 are friends of thine, are they not? I sense mighty bonds of fellowship between you. Almighty Rubis, in all her infinite wisdom, did send the sages here to bring thee 3 sacred artifacts. The artifacts by which thou mightst reconstruct the ancient altar and thus the rainbow drop. By vouchsafing their safe arrival, thou hast brought thy sacred duty to prepare for the Dragon Lord's downfall one step closer to completion. Melee, I have been thinking upon this sacred duty of yours of late. The great goddess did reveal to me that thou art not the hero who is destined to slay the Dragon Lord. And yet I cannot help but feel that, with the powers thou wieldest, thou art abundantly big enough to achieve just that. Indeed, 'twould seem that all thy friends are certain the Dragon Lord's destruction will come at thy hand. However, Merlin the Seer doth insist that each and every one of us hath a predetermined path in life, and 'tis not our place to go against the heaven-set guidance of the goddess. Verily, there is truth in his words. Melee, I thank thee for delivering the 3 holy sages from their plights. For now, at least, let us concentrate our efforts on rebuilding this castle and making it ready for the day of the Dragon Lord's destruction. Seed of Life. Aha! Oh, I got 4 quests going on. Alright. Are these for the fancy armor and weapons? This castle of yours is coming along splendidly. At this rate, it may soon put even Cantland to shame. But enough small talk. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but delivering the ancient emblem wasn't my only reason for coming here. I also have to teach you how to forge the fabled armor you'll need to wear when you face the Dragon Lord. Yes, when I face the Dragon Lord, of course. When the great goddess appeared to me and told me I had to help you prepare for the day of the Dragon Lord's downfall, I remembered something. There was a chapter in the Cantland Chronicle that described a long-lost suit of armor. It told how the great blacksmith, Magog, forged it for the hero of legend to wear when he faced the Dragon Lord so many eons ago. Do you remember that name, Melee? Indeed, the legendary suit of armor was created by none other than the ancestor of our good friend Magnus. I asked Magnus if he had any inkling of where the armor might be found. A secret family stash, maybe. Sadly, no. He told me that the armor went missing long ago, but if I were to tell you what he knew of its construction, you'd be able to rebuild it. Listen closely, Melee, and I'll tell you everything that Magnus told me. Use this knowledge to rebuild the armor and defeat the Dragon Lord. Auroral armor. Take no damage from poison or lava. Cool. So what do I need for this? I have everything I need. Alright. Let's do it. By my towery cheekbones, you've rebuilt the auroral armor. Can I try it on, Melee? I've always wondered what it'd look like if I were a hero. What? You'd never be able to get the stink out? Honestly, Melee, you haven't changed since the very first moment I met you. Whatever pops into your mind flies straight out of your mouth. You'd think a servant of the goddess would be a little more prudent with their words, particularly when dealing with sensitive souls. I don't know whether to put it down to mere naivete or something else. But never mind. I'd like that you speak your mind to me, Melee. It shows what great friends we are. By the way, Melee, why does that old fool Merlin always act like he knows better than anyone else? He even went so far as to say that you aren't the one who's going to defeat the Dragon Lord. But you're the only one in the whole wide world who could possibly do it. Even I know that. So whatever you do, Melee, don't listen to that silly old man. I want to see this world bathed in light again. I know that Pippa and LaRoche and everyone else back in Cantlin are all eagerly awaiting the day that Alfgard knows true peace once more. Oh, and one more thing. You've rebuilt the auroral armor, but don't you think it's a little lacking on its own? Wouldn't a great big shield be just the thing to really set the ensemble off? Have a think about it and see what you can come up with. Oh, really? Hero shield. Okay. And I have enough. Let's do it. Nope. Don't destroy the forge, me. All right. I presume were you the one with the weapon? I think so. Won't you, Melee? You ready to give that Dragon Lord a proper walloping? Oh, sorry. Of course you ain't. I ain't told you how to make the legendary sword yet, have I? Alright, here goes. I'll show you how to go about forging the Sword of Kings. There was an old legend doing the rounds back in Cole, saying this sword was first forged there hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So as soon as you set off for Tangential, we started going through all Galileo's old books to see if we could work out how the thing was put together in the first place. And we finally did it. So here, follow these instructions, get that Sword of Kings rebuilt, and use it to lop that Rotter's block off. Alrighty. Sounds good to me. Here's just... Yep, no Zenithium for this one. But it does involve magic dye, which is interesting. Oh, baby. Blimey O'Reilly, that's the Sword of Kings, alright. Nice one, Melee. You're one step closer to taking down the Dragon Lord. Oh, and while we're on the subject of fighting the good fight, do you mind if I give that old codger Merlin and his two stupid knights a punch up the bracket? Those stuck-up snobs keep calling you the Carpenter and saying it ain't your proper place to take down the Dragon Lord. To be fair, Rubus said the same thing to me directly. So we'll see about that. Who gives a flying plumberry about whose place it is? Who do they think they are telling everyone what they can and can't do? The only person who gets to decide that is you. I've never got on with all this talk of oracles and divine messengers and all that rubbish. I'll give it to you straight, Melee. I didn't come here because some poxy goddess sent me. I came here to give you the Sunstone and teach you how to forge the Sword of Kings. And that's that. Those posh prats have got me all riled up. It's times like these I could really do with a nice old bath. Soon as the Dragon Lords come with and done with and the world's at peace again, you can come back with me to Cole and we can both have a good long soak. Baird, Cecile, and all the boys are waiting for you. If you're lucky, maybe even Galileo will show his smug old mug again. Got a bit of silver. I am curious what the guards got to say here. Melee, though this may not be the ideal time for it, I have an urgent matter to discuss with thee regarding the princess. As well thou knowest, the princess is a kind and gentle creature who will happily break bread with even her lowliest subject. But what of her sleeping quarters? 'Tis hardly fitting that her majesty should be forced to sleep in such ignoble surroundings. Wherefore, I prithee build her a bedroom fit for her station. Naturally, the princess knoweth not of this request. She is far too humble to demand aught for herself, especially in such dire times as these. And yet I must, for it is my sacred duty as a knight of Tangential to ensure my princess's comfort and security. As for the chamber's location, I deem that far corner the safest spot. I bid thee decorate the room in a manner fit for a princess, with flowers and a candelabrum and a chic chair, not to mention a lady sign to mark the room as hers, and a 4-poster bed of such opulence as befitteth her nobility. What sayest thou, Melee? Is it within thy powers to dream up a bedstead as magnificent as that? Okay then. Alright. What does that require, by chance? Thankfully, I have just enough shot silk for it. I've already got at least one. I will worry about that later. I may end up moving the inn over to this corner or something. Or, like, move the teleportal over to that corner and make this the inn. Make the inn over here or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But in the meantime, might as well get the other legendary piece of equipment knocked out. Oh, Melee, it's so wonderful to be living alongside you again. It feels like a dream. Though it may not feel that way to you. After all, you have an incredibly important mission to fulfill. Nothing less than defeating the Dragon Lord. I'm sure there'll be times when you feel terribly tired, both in body and in your soul. When those times come, I'll do everything I can to ease your pain. But first of all, I want you to do something for me. No, for everyone. Don't you think it would be ever so helpful if we had a special room in this castle to rest and recuperate? Not just physically, but spiritually, too. Back in Rimeldar, I saw many sights that were so utterly awful they made my eyes spin and my stomach turn. Whenever I thought things couldn't get any worse, I took strength from my faith and gathered the will to persevere in my mission. Everyone's fighting so hard to protect this place. If we had a room set aside where they could find a little peace, I think it would help them in the same way. Here, Melee, I've drawn a picture of the kind of thing I'm thinking of. I'd be ever so grateful if you could build it for me. As for the statue of the goddess that I've drawn in my blueprint, I've thought long and hard about how you could go about building it. I wouldn't presume to tell the builder how to do his own job, but if you'd bear with me for just a moment. Holy Hostel blueprint. And the goddess statue. How big is this? Okay, I think that seems like a good spot for it. And I could probably move this over to that corner. I'm definitely gonna have to rearrange some things in order to accomplish all of this. Go away, you stupid things. Alright then. I don't think anybody else has any quests for me at the moment, so I guess join me next time when I get the rooms built, rearranging things as need be, and I guess join me next time when we might be heading off to get the rainbow drop made, assuming something else doesn't happen first. So until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice day.